Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving headfirst, really, into the world of health tech applications. It's becoming so influential.
Absolutely. It's everywhere now.
And you, our listener, you're probably looking to get a quick, solid grasp on fields like this, fields that are moving fast.
Yeah, things change so quickly.
So think of this as like your streamline guide. We want to help you understand the core of health tech services.
Exactly. Our mission for this deep dive to unpack the main kinds of services in health tech and, crucially, show how they actually connect with you, the user.
Right.
By the end, you should have a much clearer picture of what this whole field is about.
Great. So let's start with the fundamentals then. What exactly is health tech?
Okay, so in essence, health tech applications use technology, could be mobile apps, cloud stuff, wearables, you name it, to improve healthcare.
Improve how, though?
Well, making delivery more effective,
Yeah.
boosting communication, say, between you and your doctor, and generally just smoothing out those healthcare processes.
Making things run better.
And it's really this transformative wave, driven by all these tech advances. It's not just about convenience, though that's part of it.
No, it feels bigger than that.
It is. Think about telemedicine. It's not just a video call, right? It's about getting specialist care to someone miles away, maybe catching things earlier.
That's a huge potential impact. Okay, so this tech drive has spawned a whole bunch of different services.
Oh, definitely. A real variety.
Let's maybe walk through some of the key types you might run into. First up, telemedicine platforms. Most people have heard of these now.
Right. Remote consultations, video, voice, sometimes just chat.
Super convenient.
And beyond convenience, think about the reduced travel time and cost. That makes a real difference for people with mobility issues or those, way out in underserved areas.
Good point. Accessibility is key. What else is fundamental?
Another cornerstone, electronic health record systems, EHRs.
Ah, yes. The digital records.
Exactly. Healthcare providers use these to securely store and manage all your patient information, replacing those cumbersome old paper files.
Which anyone who's tried to track down old paper records knows is a massive step up.
Absolutely. Then you've got health chatbots. Seeing these pop up more and more.
On websites, in apps.
Yeah. Those little instant message tools, they can give you quick answers, some basic info, maybe guide you on first steps.
Like a first point of contact for simple queries.
Sort of, yeah. They can help figure out if you even need a doctor for something minor. Potentially frees up doctors for more complex stuff.
Interesting. Okay, what's next?
Then there are services specifically for lab test booking.
Oh, that sounds useful.
Yeah, they just make scheduling and managing those tests you need way easier, less phone tag.
Right. No more chasing appointments.
Yeah.
And speaking of convenience, pharmacy medicine distribution.
Ordering your prescriptions online, getting them delivered to your door.
That seems incredibly helpful, especially for ongoing prescriptions.
Definitely. Big impact for people managing chronic conditions. Saves time, ensures you don't run out of meds.
Okay, now this next one feels very personal. Wearable health tracking.
Ah, yeah. Smartwatches, fitness bands, that kind of thing.
So they're collecting data on me.
Pretty much. Activity levels, heart rate, sleep patterns, all sorts of things. And they give you those insights directly. Personal health metrics right there on your wrist or phone.
So you can actually see trends in your own health data.
Exactly. Some studies even show they can help spot subtle changes, like in heart rate, that might need checking out.
Wow, that's quite something having that data so accessible. What about interpreting symptoms?
That leads us to symptom assessment applications.
Okay.
These apps are designed to help you sort of understand what your symptoms might mean. They offer some initial info and maybe guide you on what to do next.
But they're not diagnosing you.
Oh, absolutely not. Crucial distinction. They're tools for, let's say, preliminary self-assessment. They empower you to be more informed, but they don't replace a doctor.
Got it. Important clarification. What else?
Nutritional guidance apps. Huge area now, if you're focused on diet.
Which many people are.
Right. These apps offer personalized advice, help track what you eat, give you detailed info on food content, very practical, immediate use.
Yeah, like having a nutritionist in your pocket almost.
Kinda, yeah. And related to general wellness, sleep monitoring applications.
Analyzing sleep patterns.
And giving recommendations to improve sleep quality. Sleep is so vital, so it's no surprise these are popular.
True. Bad sleep affects everything.
It really does. Energy, focus. These apps help identify what might be messing with your sleep. And finally, meditation apps.
For mental well-being.
Exactly. Guided sessions, mindfulness exercises, stress relief techniques, really important tools in today's world, helping manage stress.
Okay, wow. That's a really broad spectrum of services we've just covered, from
Yeah.
doctor visits to sleep tracking.
It really is diverse.
But a key question, I think, is how do these companies actually work? How do they make money? What are the business models behind all this?
That's critical, yeah. How is it sustainable? There are several main ways they generate revenue. One common one is commissions. They get a cut when you book something through their platform, like a doctor's appointment.
Makes sense, like a booking fee.
Sort of. Then you have subscription plans. Users pay regularly, maybe monthly or yearly, for access to premium features or, more
What's
services.
a membership model?
Mm-hmm. And then straightforward delivery charges, especially for things like the online pharmacies we mentioned.
Right, paying for the convenience of delivery. What else?
Some services are just paid directly. You pay a fee for a specific consultation or maybe unlock a particular feature in the app.
A pay-per-use kind of thing?
Yeah, advertising can be in the mix too, though maybe less direct for the core health services themselves.
Okay.
And interestingly, data licensing and analytics. This is where anonymized, aggregated user data might be used for research or industry insights. Carefully handled, of course.
Right, the anonymized data aspect is key there.
Absolutely. And finally, in-app purchases. Buying extra content or features within the app itself. So it's quite a mix, really. Direct payments, subscriptions, commissions, data.
Okay, that gives a good overview of the financial side. So we know the services, we know how they might operate financially. But what's it actually like using one of these? What's the typical experience for, well, for you, the listener?
Right. Well, let's work through a general user journey. Imagine you're trying a new health tech app.
Okay.
First step, usually, is signing up or registering. Standard stuff, basic details,
Username, password, maybe some health basics.
probably. Once you're in, you land on a home screen. Think of it as your dashboard. Often shows popular services, maybe some recommendations tailored to you.
Designed to be personalized from the get-go.
Exactly. From there, you navigate. Maybe you want a consultation, so you'd find that section.
Right.
In there, you browse services. You can often filter general health or specific specialties like cardiology, dermatology, whatever you need.
Helps narrow it down.
Yeah. Once you know the type of consult, you choose a provider. The app shows profiles, qualifications, experience, and really importantly, user reviews and rating.
Other reviews.
Oh,
That helps build trust.
definitely. Helps you make an informed choice. So you pick a doctor or specialist.
Okay, selected my provider. Now what?
Now you see their availability, usually a calendar or a list of open slots.
Pick a time that works for me.
Exactly. Choose your date and time. Then you confirm the booking. Might need more details about your issue here or payment info, depending on the app.
Confirmation time.
Right. You'll get a notification in-app, email, maybe SMS with all the details. Then, when it's time for the appointment,
Log back into the app.
usually, yeah, access the virtual consultation right there. Could be a link, could be within your account area.
And afterwards.
After the consult, you typically get a chance to provide feedback. Rate the provider, leave a review, helps maintain quality for everyone else.
That makes sense. A full circle. Okay, that's a clear general flow. But maybe a specific example would help make it even more real for our listener.
Good idea. Let's use Practo. It's a pretty well-known comprehensive platform.
Okay, Practo. How does their experience map onto what you just described?
Well, Practo's home screen is definitely that central hub. Quick links everywhere. Book appointments, in person, order lab tests, get medicines, schedule online consults, manage your medical records. It's all there.
So lots of options right away.
Yeah. If you're looking for a doctor, they have a big Find Doctors section. And what's helpful is they list specialties, but also specific conditions.
Oh, that's smart. So I could search by knee pain, not just orthopedist.
Exactly. Makes it easier to find the right type of doctor quickly.
Less guesswork. Okay, so I find the right category.
Then you get a list of doctors, local or online. And just like we discussed, you see ratings, number of views, specialty, experience, available slots, all that info to help you choose.
So the key decision-making info is right there.
Mm-hmm. You pick a doctor, go to their booking screen, see the time, see the cost or payment options. Practo often lets you apply coupons, too.
Nice.
And sometimes you can actually confirm the booking without paying immediately. Adds flexibility.
That's interesting. So you secure the slot first. What about confirmation and the actual consult?
Once booked, you get confirmation usually in the app and maybe via WhatsApp too. It has all the details, doctor, clinic address if it's in person, date, time.
Clear communication.
Yeah. And for the online consultations, Practo gives you choices. You might be able to use text chat, a phone call, or a video call.
So different options depending on what you prefer or need.
Exactly. Flexibility, again, it really shows how platforms like Practo try to make the whole process user-friendly and accessible for you.
It really does tie everything together, the range of services, the user journey, the practical application. Okay, so just to wrap things up a bit,
Yeah, let's
we've
summarize.
done a pretty deep dive today into health tech. We started with, defining it, using tech to make healthcare better, basically.
Enhancing delivery, communication.
Right. Then we explored that whole huge range of services: telemedicine, EHRs, chatbots, wearables, nutrition apps, meditation, so much stuff.
A really wide spectrum.
We also touched on how these businesses actually run the revenue models, like subscriptions, commissions, paid services.
Understanding the business side.
And then we walk through what it's like for you, the user, that typical journey from signing up, finding a provider, booking, consulting, and giving feedback.
Using Practo as a concrete example of how that flow works in a real app.
Exactly. So hopefully this gives everyone a really solid foundational understanding of this booming field of health tech.
That was the goal. Hope it's been helpful.
Definitely. And maybe one final thought to leave you with, something to chew on.
Okay.
Given everything we've discussed, this huge breadth of applications, what specific area of health tech do you think might have the biggest impact on how we all manage our health in, say, the next few years?
Ooh, interesting question.
Or maybe how will traditional healthcare models need to change? Will they integrate more with health tech or try to differentiate themselves more clearly? Lots to think about there.
Definitely food for thought as this whole landscape keeps evolving.